The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Detroit Lions. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The tackle made by...
Sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They run out of the gun with Swift. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. Here comes the Lions punter now. Jabril Peppers is deep for the Giants. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
50-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. From the gun, Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. the shotgun to give to Jones. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing Jones. We'll drop this underneath for Jones. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now Jones. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 34, 30, past the 20. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
11-yard line.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and end up making the play.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? From the gun, here's Gone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal, please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
25-yard line.
That's the reason we bought for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
6 yards. First down, New York.
Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Lions 3, Giants 0.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off-play action. Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First down, New York.
Looking to throw. Jones. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. Flushed out right. He'll run it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Giants 7, Lions 3. Matt Gay.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try the air now with Goff. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Looking downfield for Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. Yeah, that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Looking downfield for Jones. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Play action. It's gone. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. This is Connor. And that one's running down to the 32. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Trey Flowers there on the tackle. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for the Giant touchdown. campaign. And the Giants add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. This time they stay on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 43-yard line.
Now a first down throw. Goff. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Goff now looks to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Jones, incomplete. Jabril Peppers on the coverage.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. A final shot before break here. Goff looking downfield for Jones. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They'll get 34 yards there. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
That's complete left side to Shepard. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Jones. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Back at his own 7-yard line.
Now Goff. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Here's Goff. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Returning is Peppers. We call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10.
The 49-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Catch made by Slayton. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 40-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This throw caught left side. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Complete.
That goes for a gain of 31.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And
they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Here's Jones. He'll get this awfully close to a first down. Well, that's going to be a razor-thin measurement, but I don't think he got there. He couldn't quite find the goal line, but a good run of 8 yards is going to make it an interesting 4th and goal now. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. It's the fullback taking it in. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Giants 21. Lions.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Lions were able to draw a bit closer.
For the extra point.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A quick throw. Here's Shepard. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Sterling Shepard.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Jones, off play action. And this one is incomplete. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again, Jones. Got an open man, it's Rattling. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
On first down, it's Jones. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
The Giants on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Jones dancing away to 35, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, New York.
Back to throw. Jones. Heavy rush, and down he goes. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
On second down, it's Jones. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
And it's third down.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He can run for it, and he will. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Well, the ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. 2nd and 10. Goff again. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. Now in desperation, Play-action throw deep downfield. The intercepted.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
First down.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
He's across.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Final score, Giants.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really